Just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
Since my last video, huge Canadian rapper Drake humiliated himself live on stream a few days ago when he showed up to a dating show that featured multiple OF fatherless girls who managed to make Drizzy succumb to his lust. Now, the quality of the contestants within that dating show was quite poor, but honestly, who's surprised? The odds of you finding the love of your life in a speed dating show are 1 in a billion, let's be honest here, guys. For example, one of the contestants was none other than Lena the Plug, a married woman who's also a sus corn star whose content you'll easily find on any gooning website. And if you know anything about Lena the Plug, you know that her husband is a proud cuck. In case that wasn't obvious by the fact that she's pulling up to a dating show despite being married. I mean, we are talking about a sad individual who was well aware that his fiancée at the time, Lena the Plug, expressed huge interest in making love with a sus male corn star by the name of Jason Love. But despite that, he still ended up marrying that Minecraft hoe. Just for Lena the Plug, shortly after their marriage, to still end up accepting an interview from the BBC. And when I say BBC here, I'm not talking about the British Broadcast Network. I'm talking about Jason Love's BBC.
Guess what I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening.
Saying it's finally happening shortly after getting married is crazy. Smash like and subscribe if hearing your own wife saying it's finally happening when it comes to doing something sus with another man would also be your 13 reason why. But shortly after this pathetic display of self-inflicted cuckoldry, Lena the Plug's husband, who goes by Adam22 or Cuckum22 for short, well, he issued multiple responses where he addressed the cuck allegations. For example, here's a tweet from Cuckum22 where he's definitely not coping about how being a cuck is underrated and not that bad, which he tweeted shortly after his wife's sus tape with Jason Love came out. Kinda weird how calling me a cuck is supposed to offend me. I saw the video of my wife getting pillowed and I thought it was pretty hot. If that makes me a cuck, so be it. You wanna know what this clownery, or cuckery I should say in this case, reminds me of? It reminds me of how a few years ago Sneeko was out there preaching to all of us about how we should all experience being a cuck at least once in our lives.
Imagine seeing the girl you love like get but I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
I think that I have reached the level of emotional maturity that I could see another guy's dick going into you and I wouldn't be permanently scarred by it. Since, you know, the average guy, when you think about your wife or your girlfriend having sex with another dude, it creates, you know, a level of revulsion, I would assume. For
this Cuckum22 guy is acting like he's reached a higher plane of maturity, like he's superior and more emotionally mature than the average guy. This clown's talking as if letting your married partner super smash someone else should be the new normal, should be something that the average guy strives towards. My guy's acting like being a cuck is hip, like it's the new wave. But I think I speak for everybody here when I say that Sneeko, along with this Cuckum22 guy, can keep their cuck hipster trend to themselves. Smash like and subscribe if you agree. Now, the reason why I've given you all of this context is to give you an idea as to what the caliber of contestants Drake had to work with. I do want to clarify and reassure you that not all of the contestants that pulled up to the dating show ended up being Minecraft generic hoes. In fact, a few of them ended up being hidden gems, and some would say extremely heavy hidden gems.
I want to help you find love too. I'm trying to find love, but what are you looking for in a girl?
I definitely need somebody that's funny and just gifted at things.
Gifted?
You know? Yeah, they're the top of their class.
Okay, let's bring out the girls.
Hi,
hello.
wow.
Not even 1 minute into the show and they're already setting Drizzy up. This is the equivalent of someone who's not into BBWs being told by one of his friends, "Hey, I found your single ass a girl you might be interested in." Just for this to pull up. Now, something tells me that this lovely woman was brought in to serve as some kind of cheap comic relief. And I actually think that Drake noticed that right away. Because I have to give Drake props for turning a situation that was a clear setup to generate cheap laughs for the dating show stream into something wholesome.
Where would you take me on a first date?
To Coney.
To Coney?
Yeah, you know what Coney is?
Yeah.
You ever had a Coney dog?
No.
Okay, I'll take you to Coney.
But I have seen the reviews though.
Yeah.
Because I love, like, I know this might sound crazy, but I do love a glizzy. Like, I really do.
All right, bestie.
Hey, I can't wait.
See you later.
I look forward to it, love.
Thank you. Even though you didn't.
No, you take two. Take two.
But now let's check out the interactions between Lena the Plug and Drake. Now surely Lena the Plug didn't humiliate her husband for the 1 millionth time live on stream.
Wow.
Wow, I've had this stream before. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Wow, good. This is probably not gonna go over well.
Oh, hell no! Hey, Cuckum22, please sit down on this chair right here. If you see your girl act all giddy like this while hugging another man, that is not your girl. Brother, that hug was so sus that Drake immediately put his hands in his pockets to readjust something real quick.
Hi.
How are you?
Lena.
Nice to finally
Oh,
meet
yeah, I
you.
recognize you.
Hello.
So do I.
How's everyone?
Wow.
That was a weirdly long hug.
I just like that moment. It's been coming.
It's been lingering.
What do you do for work?
I make porn.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we like a confident woman.
and
That's
she's well
passionate
aware
about,
of
yeah.
her job title.
Wow, what a keeper, guys. I mean, you can just tell by the way Drake was nodding and responding to her that he was definitely thinking in the back of his mind that this is a one-night pump and dump at best.
Well, you have a husband. Why are you here?
Wait, hold on. Actually, can someone hold this for me?
I can, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow, now this is a certified Minecraft hoe moment, but somehow, Cuckum22 over here looked at her and said, I'ma marry that shit. Is he mentally challenged? Don't answer that question. Cuckum22 was out there yapping about how he's reached a level of emotional maturity where he's now comfortable with seeing his own wife get super smashed by other men. But to me, this just sounds like a pathetic man who got brainwashed by his unsatisfied Minecraft hoe wife into believing that being a cuck is a display of high maturity, when in reality, she just wanted to be interviewed by the BBC, by the British Broadcast Network. I've also seen some Twitter tards on Twitter defend her by saying that, oh, she was just acting extra for the cameras. She was just trying to be entertaining for the stream. What kind of pro-cuckoldry psyop are we talking about here? I don't care who you is. If your wife or your husband goes on a live show and throws their wedding ring as if it's a random ring out of a cereal box, then you better divorce their ass and you better hope that you sign that prenup. I don't care if you're in a TV show or a stream with Drake. There are things that should be off limit. And removing your wedding ring and throwing it away for another man is one of them. I mean, this reminds me of that one time when Stephen Curry's wife pulled up to a TV show and then pretended to remove her wedding ring when a man she was physically attracted to showed up. Let me be clear, you're not being entertaining, you're not being funny, you're just proving to the world that you're for the streets and you're just spitting on your marriage and on your husband's face. Smash like and subscribe if you agree. Now, to my great surprise, Cuckum22 actually got his feelings hurt and he actually issued a response expressing his sadness over his wife throwing her wedding ring away for Drake.
And when she threw the ring, I don't know, I did feel a little something for a moment there, like, damn, you really had to take a dump on our relationship right there. Like, I don't know, like we had to have a conversation about that.
What? So let me get this straight. When your wife is out there getting interviewed by the BBC 4 times a day, then being a cuck is underrated, and being a cuck shows that you're more mature than the average guy. But the moment she throws her wedding ring away for another man, that's when you start cuck raging? That's when you draw the line? But this is why I have zero respect for this pathetic guy and this professional Minecraft host. Because they're out there normalizing their degenerate relationship. I mean, you've got people out there saying that they clearly look happy with one another, and that their type of relationship might be one of those things that you shouldn't knock until you try it. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think you need to let multiple journalists from the BBC run a train on your wife or your girl for you to realize that this is not the kind of relationship that's going to last. And obviously, Lena the Plug seems to be happy in this relationship. She successfully brainwashed her husband into believing that her sleeping around with other Minecraft villagers is a display of high emotional maturity or some BS like that. Keep in mind that these two have only been married for 3 years and she's already out there throwing her wedding ring away for Drizzy, who most definitely sees hers as nothing more than a one-night stand pump and dump. And yet you've got Cuckum22 over here acting surprised, literally Pikachu facing because his wife disrespected him alongside her marriage by throwing her wedding ring away. Brother, your wife's been disrespecting your ass for years now.
How do you feel being between your husband and your boyfriend?
Honestly, I did not think I was going to love it this much, but I'm really loving this.
Side piece.
Cuckum22 is the side piece, by the way, but I don't think he realizes that.
Hello again.
Hi. Let me get all this other stuff from these girls out of here.
Have you
Yeah.
seen my stuff?
Have I seen your stuff?
Yeah, do you have any pointers for me?
I actually have never watched, to be honest with you. I haven't watched.
Tell me you've got the personality of a news nut rag without telling me you've got the personality of a news nut rag. I mean, the first thing that Cuckum22's wife does is ask Drake if he's seen her sus content. I personally don't see it, but let's assume for a second that Cuckum22 and his wife are in a happy marriage. I actually believe that it's perfectly valid for a married couple to do whatever they want that makes them happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. But as someone who thinks about the future, I think that a happy marriage between a professional shameless Minecraft hoe and a proud cuck is only valid if you don't don't get kids. Because at that point, you need to start asking yourself this simple question. Is it worth trading the mental health and happiness of your child for your happy marriage? Which seems to have a lot of cracks that are starting to form, by the way. I don't believe so for a second, but you know what? Maybe I'm the one who's tripping. So let's run a census right now. If you're grateful for not being born in a family that consists of a pathetic cuck for a dad and a mother who's an OF304 whose content you'll accidentally come across on the internet, smash like and subscribe right now. And I'm gonna make sure to smash like on my own video because it has to be nightmare fuel to randomly see your mom on the front page of any sus website. And this is not even accounting for the outrageous amount of bullying and teasing that their kid is going to experience in school. You already know there are going to be some classmates who are going to pull up a sus clip and say, "Hey, isn't this your mom?"
Okay, and this means what I think?
Whatever you want.
I keep this?
Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks.
Cash it in. Whenever you want.
Cash it in, okay.
Whenever you want.
All right, I look forward to it.
So essentially, the hall pass is her telling Drake that he can super smash her whenever he wants. Now, I know you guys are getting jealous and wish you had a wife like her, but don't worry, guys. According to Cuckum22, this is the kind of happy marriage that is only reserved for those who have achieved a higher plane of emotional maturity. It's definitely not the kind of marriage that an average guy like us deserves. It's an exclusive club. But this is sadly where Drake starts to collect some big L's.
All right, contestant number 4. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Hello, what's your name?
Literally, I'll call you whatever.
Pink.
Honestly, nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Now you can tell right away that Drake has completely lost his composure frame 1. It's clear that he's got a type. And I already know I'm gonna get some people in my comment section who are gonna type, "Oh, Drake's just like me." Well, you might want to hold off typing that because Drake's interactions with her are going to get much worse. But as someone who's against goon bait, I'm here to tell you to not be tricked by not only these OF photo-ass girls, but most importantly, by these fake blatant LARPers. You see, the mythological creature known as the e-girl has adapted to the modern times and recognizes that a lot of men want a goth girlfriend, which is why there's been a huge inflation of these OF goon baiters who LARP as goth girls. I mean, look at this shit. All of this and not a single tattoo inside. The blatant goon bait to lure the regarded man to their OF is obvious.
I'm Nessie, and my green flag is that I have a shallow so you'll always be big enough.
Okay.
Yay. And my red flag is that I like running trains.
Like, what the f did we just watch? Like, who is she even trying to attract by talking like that? People like EDP. But this is a PSA to you guys. Don't be fooled like Drake by these goon baiting LARPers, because next thing you know, you're gonna be out there spending $25 a month for some fake BS that's somehow bigger than her head.
Are you into role play?
Like
Silly?
silly.
A little silly?
Yeah. I am absolutely, by the way, you can look me dead in my eyes. If you say do it, I would.
Okay. You're saying this, and now I'm gonna like test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me like one.
Would you bark for me? Good boy.
What the fuck, Drizzy? Bro, when Kendrick said he not like us, I didn't think he meant this. My guy randomly transformed into Aishu's pet for a second for this girl. I got bark like that. But this big L doesn't end here because Aishu's pet once upon a time actually got in touch with Drake and asked Drizzy for some Riz advice. And he told Speed to stop barking at girls. All of this just for Drake himself to start barking for an OF girl. Even Aishu's Speed ended up reacting to Drake barking.
Drake, how do I get like you? Stop barking and maybe watch the clip.
Guys, if you say do it, I would.
Okay. You're saying this, and now I'm gonna like test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
Get the fuck out of here!
He was talking all of that shit, and now Drake barking.
Now you have lube on you. Congratulations.
Oh, well, I've done worse for less, honey.
But the L's just keep pouring in, guys, because at the end of the show, Drake decided to do the unthinkable for Cuckum22's wife.
Obviously, I'll draw reference to this paper one more time. You know, Lena, I mean, you're incredible. Yeah, it's legit. Yeah, it's legit.
Legal document.
With that being said, I'd also like to give you 25 bands, but on top of that, I'm gonna send you anywhere you want to go in the world, all expenses paid. And if you want to invite me,
Let's do.
if you want to invite me,
Definitely invited.
okay, all right. Well, if you want to invite me, you can. But if it's with somebody else, I understand. So that's from me to you.
Not only is Cockham22 passively catching another L, but why the fuck is Drake donating $25,000 to the CLM movement? Not to be confused with the BLM movement, we're talking about the Cox Live Matter movement here. If we're gonna make fun of the Sims who pay $25 a month to subscribe to some Minecraft pose OFs, we have to make fun of Drake for giving 25 bands to Cockham22's wife. And don't give me the BS about how he was forced to pay those girls for showing up to his show. Britain's Got Talent, for example, doesn't give a cent to the contestants who get eliminated. Drake could have honestly been a G and said, hey, just talking to me is a privilege. You're getting paid in exposure. Now, the dating show did end on a good, wholesome note, because the winner of the show was, well, to no one's surprise, the Goth Girl, who, to her credit, instead of worrying about her own financial situation, asked Drake to buy a house for her mom.
And for my wife, the one thing I would do would be anything you want. So you just get to pick one thing, anything in the world, and I'll buy it for you.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah. You don't have to decide right now, but
If I,
you know?
would you buy my mom a house?
Oh, well, yeah, I'd love to.
Wait, really?
Sure.
Whoa.
Because she's wanting to retire and I've been trying to help.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
He's gonna buy you a house. Are you serious? Oh my god, Rihanna, that is so. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god.
You know, after much reflection, even though I'm clearly against Goonbait Slop, I think I'm gonna give this girl a pass because at the end of the day, her heart is in the right place and that's all that matters. Smash like and subscribe if you don't want to end up like Cockham22.